everyone. It's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Thursday. Before I get started, just want to remind everyone that my back to school sale is ending tonight, midnight Pacific Standard Time. So if you are interested in purchasing the Twin Flame Extended Reading or the Twin Flame Extended Reading with Coaching Session Combo, those are 10% off through tonight, midnight Pacific Standard Time. And if I receive your email to purchase, you actually have to email me to purchase that so I can send you a link for payment, okay? So if you are interested, then payment must be made by midnight tonight, okay? So my back to school sale on my Twin Flame Extended Reading and my Twin Flame Extended Reading with Coaching Session are both on sale, 10% off, and will expire today or midnight tonight. And you must email me, queenoflight1111@gmail.com to take part in that sale, okay? Please also, if you're following me on Instagram, thank you so much for following me. Thanks for all your subscribes here. I hit 11,111 subscribers on my YouTube channel here. It has actually gone up significantly since then. So I so appreciate all of your likes, your subscribes. Thank you for following me on Instagram. And the best way to get a hold of me is I do not respond to direct messages on Instagram. So the best way to get a hold of me is through my email at queenoflight1111@gmail.com. And thank you all for your emails, your well wishes, your donations to my channel so I can continue to do these free readings for you. I'm just so grateful, and I'm so grateful that I have met such a wonderful collective, okay, to be with me on this journey of my spiritual practice here. So thank you so much. I want to go ahead and get started. I did something a little different today. I went ahead and I used the Vice Versa tarot deck today. And I just wanted to know, before I pulled any card, what is the theme of the reading? And so we're going to go over the theme first. And then I pulled the head, heart, and environmental space for our masculine and our feminine, like I typically do. I also have connective energies, what's happening with their connection. And then I also use the Good Tarot today to just get some additional messages about this connection, like, you know, what's happening, what's there to look forward to, what does Spirit want us to know. And also just want to let you know that, you know, I didn't clarify a bunch of cards like I always do, or I did not have the intent to. So I used my pendulum. I'm using this. I've sold this on my website before, but this is a very special crystal. This is an amethyst crystal, and if you look, it has 2 points, and it's really rare to have a double terminated amethyst crystal. And I used this as a pendant for a very long time. And I received a message once in the middle of the night to start using this as my pendulum so that I don't have to use so many cards to clarify. So I received the community card in our masculine's headspace, and I received a queen here that did not necessarily come up in our feminine side, but it did come up in the connective energies. And I was certain that this is our feminine, but to double check the energy, I went ahead and I used my pendulum. And I want to show you guys how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show you, Spirit, show me your yes movement. And do you see how it goes front to back? Show me your no movement. And you see how it starts to go side to side. You may not totally see this, but I am. And so when I lay this on the Queen of Cups that came out in our Divine Masculine's headspace, I asked, is this Queen of Cups a third party energy? So Spirit, is this Queen of Cups in our Divine Masculine's headspace a third party energy? So it starts spinning, and then I'll answer the question. And you see how it's spun and now it's going side to side. Spirit, is this Queen of Cups our divine feminine? So it starts spinning again. And it's going front to back. Yes. Do you guys see that? So this is how I have like double confirmed that this Queen of Cups, who I already confirmed through the tarot, who happens to be the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups is our divine feminine, okay? And look at the pendulum is still swinging. So let's ask this a different way. Is this Queen of Pentacles a third party energy? And it's swinging side to side. You see that? Is this Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups both the divine feminine? And it's going front to back. Okay, so hopefully that gives you guys some additional confidence because I'm doing this live, while I'm recording this. So the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, our divine feminine. Our divine feminine showed up as the Empress today, okay? And so the Empress, when it shows up, that's every queen, but I've got to double check it, and so that's how it worked. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages on my pendulum. Thank you. So I don't know if you guys use pendulums for those of you who do tarot, but it is very important to make sure that when you use that, you're being very, very specific about the questions that you ask. Okay, I wanted to show you something a little bit different that I'm doing. And so I wanted to show you live because, I pull way too many cards. I can't always do all of the card pulling on camera because I use so many decks. So this is another way just to show you the validity and the accuracy of this reading. Another thing I want to show you guys here is, please tell me, Spirit, and it's spinning, so it's catching the energy. Please tell me, Spirit, are there any third parties romantically connected to our divine masculine at this time? Third parties or karmics. So are there any third parties or karmics that our masculine is connected to at this time? No. See that? Let's ask for our feminine. Let's just keep it fair, okay? Is our divine feminine romantically connected to any third party or karmic at this time? Do you see how it didn't even swing? Because the answer is no. Are there any third party connections, romantic connections, romantic relationships here in this collective at this time? Are the divine masculine or feminine engaged in any other third party or karmic relationships in a romantic way at this time? Yes, I know I asked in a long way, but let us see what it says. Are the masculine and feminine in other third party romantic connections at this time? No. Is this an accurate answer? See how it's swinging to change the answer? Yes. All right, let's ask one more time. I know my spirit guides get so annoyed. I'm so sorry. Are there any third parties or karmics? Let's ask this a different way. Are there any third parties or karmics blocking this connection between the masculine and feminine at this time? Do you see how it started swinging? Or any third parties or karmics blocking this connection at this time? No. 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 So no third parties, no third parties in this connection here, okay? There's no third parties, but we are certainly dealing with old energies, okay? Because feminine is still dealing with it, and you know, the tower came down. I will tell you, the tower came down. And so the tower came down the last time I did this reading, and we're still dealing with the tower at this time. So let's go ahead and get started. What is the theme for this reading today? I love the Vice Versa Tarot. I don't know if you guys use it, for those of you who you know, do tarot, but this is a great deck. I love the Vice Versa Tarot. There's a link in my description box to my Amazon storefront where if you're interested, you can purchase these, okay? And so what I love about the Vice Versa Tarot is that you don't have to worry, like, did it come out upside down or did it come out upright? And so it's really the way in which it lands. So we've got a really interesting story, and we have these same cards here: Magician, Magician, Hermit. Do we have the Hermit again? No, I don't think so, but Hermit, Ace of Cups, Judgment, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords. These all came out in one way or another in this reading today at this time. So this theme of what is happening in this connection is very interesting. So the first card out for the theme of this reading is the Magician card in this format. Okay, I'm going to close this. Let me see. So maybe it's a little better. Okay, yeah, now you guys can see. So this is the Magician card, and when the Magician card comes out with the back facing the reader, this is really all about you know, there's a sunset here. There's a sunset. Something is coming to a conclusion, okay? So this is when, you know, creation is like trying to push through. It's time to deepen and pull your energy inward, right? So in this part, like, we're manifesting something. Things are like percolating, growing, shooting stars. Like, there's all this abundance, all this plants, all this bloom, okay? And now when we're here in this energy, the sun is rising, because here the sun is set, sorry. So here the sun is rising. So this is about pulling the energy of the sun within you, So one of the tenets of magic is keeping silent, okay? So this is if, you know, you want to find, if you're finding that this connection is stalling or not progressing, okay, at the pace that you want, then you've got to go into the silent. And you've got to focus on yourself and concentrate and free yourself from blocks or things that are hindering your progress, okay? The power is there within this magician. He just or she just has not seen it yet, okay? This is very interesting to me, because the next card after that is this Hermit's energy, okay? So here, things are like starting to get illuminated. This is like we're going within. The sun is rising, we're going within, and the Hermit's card is all about going within. So when we go within, and when we get this side of the Hermit's deck, this is really about, there's a time of solitude, okay? This collective couple needed this time to go within, to retreat. Things were being illuminated, and now it was a time for solitude, okay? There was something bigger that needed to be addressed, okay? Instead of like starting to continue to build this bridge, this tower occurred, we had to retreat, we had to go within, because there were things that were not healed still, okay? And so now this is really about, you know, setting aside time from the everyday world, retreating to gain your perspective, and to also make it an effort for others to reach you, okay? So this was like, how much do you want me? How much do you want him? Like, this was a time where we had to go in and really, like, again, figure out our self-worth, okay? And if we're going to come out of this place of solitude, then it better be meaningful, and it better be worth it, or else otherwise it's trivial, okay? And what were we doing this for? Ace of Cups. So when the Ace of Cups comes out, the Ace of Chalices in this deck, in this on this side, this is all about this bright love, this illuminated love, okay? This is all about emotions, visions, dreams. This is about blessings and happiness. And so because we retreated, because we went within, because we continued our self-discovery, we can love ourselves more, okay? We can come from this place of self-love, and once you love yourself, you will be able to receive this great love Okay, and now we have this Judgment card. And this Judgment card, you see here, they're being called to the angel. Here, the angel has left, and now they're coming back. They've been born again. So through this Magician's energy of going within, through this Hermit's energy of looking at ourselves, we have developed this self-love for each other. The self-love for ourselves that now we can receive from each other. And in this Judgment card, it's beautiful. Okay, so when this side of the deck comes out, this is like spiritual awakening has arrived. But you know what? This group is already awake. And so now that's why this side of the card came out. So when this side of the card comes out, this is like, okay, these three people have been called forth from their graves, right? And they've gone forward to be judged, right? The man holds a skull here. The man is holding a skull. And this is all about, understanding his transition from his flesh, from his ego, from his pride. The woman is holding the golden egg of Isis, which contains the universe and the knowledge of her own creative power. This is very interesting because in this reading, it's showing me that our masculine is the emperor and our feminine is the empress. This is our emperor and our empress. He has transformed, he has transitioned, he is in his knowledge, and she is in this powerful energy of creation. And look at, there's a child there, and the child's hands are empty because the child has nothing to prove. And this shows to me this innocence that comes from this Ace of Cups, that you know what? We were on this journey. We were going through our spiritual awakening. Now that we are awake, we are innocent again. Clean slate, okay? And so this is now about clear consciences. This is about innocence. And this is about now this phoenix rising, okay? This is now about a rebirth in this connection, all right? Then the next card is this Knight of Chalices, and it came up in this energy where it's like, shit, we're born again. We don't really know where the heck we're going, but we know we want to move forward into love. And when this side of the deck comes out, okay, it's a watery energy. We're in our emotions. We're in our love. When this comes out, this is this knight here, this shadow side, he's like the hunter, okay? He needs the chase. He needs the quest. He is the Grail Knight, right? He's looking for the Holy Grail. He's looking for this Ace of Cups. So this is now our masculine is in his power. He's the emperor, okay? And now there is this desire to seek that Holy Grail. Where is the other cup, okay? And so this is like, okay, don't drop all your defenses, okay, until we see which way we're going. But we are going somewhere nonetheless. And where are we going? Ten of Swords. This is, look at this side. So this is like, everything's dead, right? Everything's dead, death of the connection. What is this side? I'm telling you, just like amazing to me what happens here is that this is our masculine looking at who he was, that ego, that pride, that death of ego. This is also perhaps maybe our feminine looking at the death of this connection in the way that it was. And now what we're looking at, the symbolism is, right, it speaks the death of the ego, not the essence. Something has been killed off, but it's not the most important thing. And a solar eclipse is not the death of the sun, right? It's just like, it's covering the sun. This armor was covering our masculine and our feminine. And look at the symbolism here, guys. This armor is off because they've been reborn into the emperor and the empress. This is the end of the ego, the end of this armor, the end of this guardedness, so that we can now become this best version of ourselves, which we are. I'm telling you, they come out as the emperor and the empress. This is the theme of the reading. This is the theme of the reading. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get started with our masculine and feminine. Before I do that, I want to let you know the bottom of the deck for this card is the Four of Wands. And it's not the sun setting on the connection, but this is the beautiful side of the card, okay? This Four of Wands energy, when this comes up, this is all about the highest potential of this connection. okay? This is about unity, union, ceremony. This is about relationships, action towards this relationship. This is our masculine, our feminine coming together for union now, because we've been rebirthed into the Emperor and the Empress energy. So now the first card that we have out, well, I'm going to go masculine, feminine, head, heart, and environmental space. Let me tell you what the bottom of the deck is. Hierophant card for the bottom of the deck for the Psychic Tarot. And for the energy around it for both of them is the happy family. This is like they're ready for union. This is what they're telling me. This is what they're telling me. Okay, let us ask the pendulum. With these two cards being the weather report for this connection, the Hierophant and happy family. Is this collective, this divine masculine and feminine, ready for sacred union in the physical? Look at that. Yes. This masculine and feminine are ready for sacred union in the physical. Okay? And so here we have, look at this. There's like this whole family here and a dog, and there's this priest, right? This is like a family card. This is about marriage. This is about stability. The Four of Wands is about home, stability, foundations. Here you got the family. There's a rainbow. This is all about creation. This is all about reunion. This is about union of this collective. Okay? Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's just amazing to me. And then the pendulum confirms it. So this is what we have as the weather report. What is happening? What is surrounding this connection? What is surrounding this connection is the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the happy family card. I mean, this is like 10 of Cups. This is like the marriage. This is the union, right? I mean, we're just starting, guys. We're just starting. So that's what is the weather report for the head, heart, and environment for our masculine and our feminine. So specifically for our masculine, his bottom of the deck, for his heart, his head, heart, and environment is the Seven of Wands. Like, he's standing his ground, man. He's standing his ground. His clarifiers is the Strength card. Because why? He's mastered his ego and his pride. He's mastered it. He's come into his strength. He's come into his power. He is our divine masculine, the Emperor. And then further confirming, because I just did more clarifications, King of Swords. He is the man of truth. Oh my God. And right underneath this is the Emperor card. So he is our Emperor. He is our Emperor. He is our Emperor. Yay! Okay, so our feminine head, heart, and environment. She's like Three of Pentacles. Okay, we've learned the lessons. Now we're peer to peer. Okay, we've learned this long list of lessons that we, contracted ourselves to. We've learned the lessons and we're ready to build off of these lessons. Her clarifiers is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Oh my God, and underneath it is the King of Pentacles, and underneath it is the Four of Wands. Look at that. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands. My Lord. Okay, so that's her clarifier and her head, heart, and environmental space. So let's go ahead and get started. I just get so giddy over this. I just really do. I'm feeling really warm. My biceps and my triceps are feeling kind of warm and a little hot, and there's so much energy in these cards right now, and I'm just like, wow, I'm just so thrilled. So get ready for union, guys. All right, so let's see what's going on here. In his headspace, we've got the light card with the community card, and I was like, oh God, and that was another reason why I went ahead and did the pendulum and clarified to make sure it wasn't third party. So when the light card comes out, I believe that's the sun card, okay? So when that card comes out in this deck, and it is the sun card, okay? It is the sun card. Sun card's about illumination. Sun card is about family, success, happiness, joy, okay? So when this card comes out, this is like, it's time to be in the light about this community, in the light about reunion, in the things where, in the light about any third parties in the past. Everything is illuminated now. There are no hidden things from our masculine and our feminine now. Everything has been illuminated. And so now we're in a position of no more secrets. We're in a position of illumination, happiness, and success, okay? When this community card comes out, I always trip out because like there's 3 women, but again, I already asked the question, I already used the pendulum, and I'm not going to disrespect spirit again. So when this card comes out, yeah, absolutely, it could have been that, you know, that things around any past third parties were illuminated, okay? And again, it's past because you saw on the pendulum, and as through my clarifications as I go through it, that there are no third parties. So this very much is like things were illuminated, but now this is about celebrations. This is about, you know, kindred spirits. This is about soul connection, soul tribe. This is about, you know, reunions, okay? It's time to come together with like-minded people. Well, who's like-minded? The Emperor and the Empress, they are a vibrational match at this time. So this has been illuminated to him. And as we further drill down into our masculine's headspace, we will further find what he is thinking. Lots of cards in his headspace, okay? Because you know me, I had to clarify everything. So 3 wands. So there is this manifestation happening. There is this desire to now receive what he has put out there, okay? And so this 3 of wands energy is like, you know, you set something out into the universe and you're waiting for it to come back. And so things have been illuminated. He wants this reunion. And so what has been illuminated to him? His intuition, right? He's in his intuition. He is the divine masculine now. So he's in his intuition. He's listening to his intuition. He's listening to his good sense. And he knows he wants a rebirth. Judgment. Where do we get judgment? Right here in the theme of the reading, okay? He knows he wants a rebirth in the connection with his Queen of Cups. This was the Queen of Cups. I was like, oh my God, is this the third party? Like, what is the Queen of Cups? So I said, all right, clarify, Queen of Cups. Like, he wants a rebirth with her, okay? So this is this energy of confidence and luxury and feeling really good about yourself, right? So he's feeling really good about himself and his Queen of Cups. He was being slow and methodical in his movement towards her, okay, because she is his match. And I was like, all right, that's not enough. I had to get a whole nother tarot deck, and I said, who the heck is this Queen of Cups? So we got King of Cups, all right? He wants to be her emotional match. Fine. Wheel of Fortune learned a lesson through this Queen of Cups. Last card. Who's the Queen of Cups? Because I clarified it 1, 2, 3 times here. I said 3 times here. Queen of Pentacles. Who's the Queen of Pentacles? Bottom of the deck for our feminine. I was like, thank God, because I wasn't going to pull the 4th card. So in his headspace, things have been illuminated to him. He is in his intuition. He wants a rebirth, a reunion with his Queen of Cups, who he's trying to match with his emotions as the King of Cups, because he's learned a lesson, and he wants his divine feminine, Queen of Pentacles, who is our divine feminine. And also in his headspace, there is this tower. And this tower is the crumbling of this past, the crumbling of this ego, the crumbling of the old paradigm, and this old foundation. King of Pentacles matches the Queen of Pentacles. This is the crumbling of the old, okay? Further confirms, 10 of Swords, this old relationship is over. And now we are in this period of healing and hope, okay? For something new. So now, what is our feminine thinking when she is in her headspace? Well, 2 of Swords, mental conflict. He got the 2 of Swords in his heart with the Angel of Strength. And remember, his bottom of the deck is the Strength card. So there's a little bit of mirroring going on here. So when this mental conflict card comes up here in the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland, also available on my Amazon storefront, this is really about, you know, there's this inability to move forward, right? That was that Magician's energy with the Hermit combined. There's just like, this is not moving. This is not moving forward. We're not progressing. And so this is where doubt moves in. In her headspace, she's got doubt. She's got indecisiveness. She doesn't feel like she can take action. And she's just trying to remember that she has the strength and the courage, by the way. And she's got the power to make all things necessary and decide when she acts, okay? So this mental conflict is like she's feeling like this connection is a little stuck. And in this energy, she is trying to gain her strength. And when this Strength card comes out, this is really about her personal power, her inner strength. This Strength card, okay, hey, look at this, guys. Looks a lot like this strength card. You see the woman and the lion, woman and the lion. They are very much mirroring their energies. Okay, he's come into his power, and she's just like, I'm just trying to get into my personal strength, my inner strength around this conflict where it doesn't feel like this connection is moving. But it is moving, guys. It is moving, and she knows it. She knows it intuitively because she's divine feminine. So now what? Let's drill down into her headspace. What's this mental conflict and this angel of strength all about? Her emperor, her divine masculine. Okay, he comes out as the emperor in his heart space, and he is the emperor, man. He is the emperor. And so there is this mental conflict about him. I said, what's the conflict? And this card flew out in the reverse, and I took it in the reverse. And this, to me, shows me that he has awakened. When he's in this energy, he's still in suspension. He's still in the learning of his lessons. But when it comes out this way, this is like, she knows he's let go of things. He's let go of the past. He's let go of old behaviors. He is now the divine masculine. I said, give me another card, 10 of Wands. She knows this is the end of this cycle with them, that this is the end of her burden, okay? Of this, like, is he the divine masculine? Like, is he going to be this man of honor, this man of stability, this man of emotion and love, this man of passion and leadership? And that was her burden about him. But she knows intuitively in her headspace, and she's a little conflicted. She goes back and forth. Is he? Isn't he? Is he? Isn't he? He is awake. I'm here to tell you he is awake. I'm here to tell you he is the emperor. And this hanged man, I'm telling you guys, came out 2 times in the reverse, which is telling me he is our divine masculine now. And she is the empress, okay? She knows in her headspace that she's the empress, okay? And that her masculine is the emperor now. Right? At the end of this cycle, another 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Swords. We're ending this crap cycle that we were in. And so I said, all right, what about this Empress energy? 7 of Pentacles. She's just taking a pause. She's like, this connection, right, in her mental conflict, it's just not moving right now. We're at a pause. Should I walk away? I want to be happy. This old way did not serve me. I want to find my 2 of Cups. And so what she does is she continues on her self-mastery, 8 of Pentacles. She's not going to walk away yet. She wants to, but she knows in her intuition that we're at the end of this cycle, and sure enough, we are. We want this wheel to turn. She knows this wheel is turning, and I said turning into what? 10 of Pentacles, the long term. But yet her stress is 9 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles, that they're still in separation and not quite in union yet, because they haven't come to the Ace of Wands yet, right? The Ace yet, which this indicates we are moving towards. But, you know, these cycles take time. And by the way, I want to address some people. When we're going through this journey, it's not a straight road, okay? It's like a lattice. If you think about a career ladder in the old days, rung after rung after rung, that is a thing of the past. So for those of you who are like, well, Queen of Light, one day you said we're going in union, and now we're like not talking, and now we're talking, and blah, blah, blah. Listen, we are not on a linear path. This is the path of life. This is a lattice, like a career lattice. Think of a lattice. You can climb up this way, zigzag, you can go straight, you can go any which way. This journey is a lattice. We move ahead, we take a wrong turn, a turn to the left, a turn to the right, and then we find our way again. This is life, guys. If you're on this journey, you know that. For those of you who make those types of comments, there's still some healing to be done. There's still some understanding to be had about this connection, because it is not a linear process, okay? Even time is fluid. This journey is fluid. It is not linear. So open your mind. Open your spiritual mind when you think about writing questions like that, okay? Or comments like that. Because I could feel the energy behind it, and it doesn't come from a really nice place because of some of the other things said. So I'm just going to tell you, when you say things like that, 1, not going to approve the comment, and 2, I'm just not going to tolerate stuff like that, because it just shows me that we're not, that those people are not quite awake yet. And so I'm here to tell you, please open your mind, open your heart, understand this is a spiritual journey. This is not a 3D connection. So in the heart space of our masculine, what's happening? We've got the Harmony card, which is the Lover's card with a broken heart. So when this comes up, I mean, like, he's very much thinking about this connection, okay? He's thinking about how his feminine is his mirror. He's thinking about how he wants this union, how he wants this deep union, and that this is something that is significant in his life. He knows that in his heart space. And I love that he got the heart card in the heart space. I don't like that it's broken, but this is exactly where it belongs because he's our masculine now, okay? So what this Harmony card is saying is, like, you've got to start making a choice about this relationship, okay? This is a mirrored connection. This is a significant connection. And when the broken heart card comes out, there's also a number 9, which is about individuality, which is, remember, we got the 9 of Pentacles clarifying our Queen of Cups at first, right? And that is a card of trying to gain your confidence, trying to gain your footing, to be independent. And this, it's because of this energy in his heart space. And this is about grief. It's about loss. And it shows that he's feeling his emptiness. He is grief filled. And the hurt could be from the past. It could be from the present because, you know, we did have this tower that our Queen of Pentacles, our Empress, brought down, and it's going to show up here in a minute in the current connective energy. And so it's time to release those feelings, okay, and reclaim his power, reclaim his peace, open his heart to this divine love again with healing and having compassion for why these things may have occurred in the connection. So that's the theme of his heart, okay? He's understanding his twin, and he's heartbroken about the things that he's done, the things that she's done, and he's just feeling this grief and loss over this connection at this time. So what is the first thing that came out? Magician. Magician came out here. And what about it? 7 of Swords, okay? And I was like, ooh, not good, not good, not good, not good. And so I said, okay, well, he was manifesting deceit. It was manifesting loss. But I said, well, tell me, what about it? Where are we with this now? Hanged Man reverse. Match to her energy in her headspace, which is what she intuitively knows. But it's true. He's released this manipulative, selfish behavior. It's been released, Hangman reversed. Because why? Because he's the Emperor now. That's the next card that comes out. He's the Emperor. He's the divine masculine. I said, what's that about? Ace of Wands. Remember, she's in the 10 of Wands about her Emperor. He's now in the Ace. Remember I said that like 7 minutes ago? He is now in the Ace, ready for that new beginning, because he knows that he's released this energy, and he was wounded, and he wounded her, but he hasn't given up. He hasn't given up in his heart. He hasn't given up on her or the connection, or himself for that matter. So 7 of Cups, he's in his emotions. He's very confused by the way he feels because he's heartbroken. He knows he's changed. He knows he doesn't want to give up. So I said, all right, what's the 7 of Cups about? 2 of Swords. He has to go. He's looking at all his emotions. He's looking at all these cups. He's looking at all of these things that are affecting his emotions today, okay? Around his Queen of Pentacles. Right here, our divine feminine. And I said, last card to clarify, Knight of Swords. And he wants to speak his truth once he's gained his clarity, okay? So I said, all right, what's the storyline with this 7 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles energy, right? And this is about healing, right? Things need to get balanced out in this connection. And there is this energy, 8 of Cups, which she has that clarified her as the Empress. This is also another reason that I know that this Queen of Pentacles is our Empress, is because he knows that if we don't heal this, she's going to walk away, because this old paradigm, this old tower with this King of Pentacles energy didn't serve anybody. Knight of Cups here in the theme. Now it's time to move towards love, like majorly in a balanced way, so we can have union. That's the energy of the 7 of Cups lineup with the Queen of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. That's what he has figured out as he went within, was that this relationship needs to be healed and balanced. There is this energy of walking to find the 2 of Cups, because she wants to be happy and the old ways didn't work, and they want to move forward to love, which is here in the theme with the Chariot card, which is like, let's balance out the shadow and the light of our connection for union, Four of Wands, which is the bottom of the deck for our theme. Listen, guys, I've said this before in my readings before, if you guys have been watching for a long time, but I've said this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. Oh my God, 11 cards, 11 decks. 11 times 78 is 788 or 780, whatever. 800 cards almost. And to get this amount of dupes is just clear confirmation of what is happening in this collective at this time. They are coming for union. They're coming for union. This is the final. 10 of Wands. But she's in the final. He's like, I'm emperor now, buddy. I'm coming for you, divine feminine. Because I know I want union. All right, what's happening with our feminine? Oh, this was like hurt me when I saw this. Because they're both brokenhearted. So when this 5 of Pentacles and financial constraints is very interesting, because I pull these cards all separately and that these both came out. This is lack. This is separation. Our feminine, and it's not financial in the sense of money. It's when it's in the heart space, it's about emotion. It's about the separation. Remember, we've got 5 of Pentacles for our feminine 4 times. We've got it here that clarified her 9 of Swords. 1. These are both 5 of Pentacles types energy, so 3. And it's coming out in her environment, 5 of Pentacles again. And so in her heart space, she's feeling this loss. She's feeling this constraint of the connection. She is feeling a little bit out in the cold, okay? Like, you know, let me in. Let me back in. I know I brought the tower down. Let me back in. And so in her heart space, while he's brokenhearted by the tower coming down, she is feeling this separation and this anxiety and this, you know, this polarity around you're here, I'm there, we're not together, that there's this heartbreak around this energy. When I feel it, like it makes sense. He has broken heart. She's brokenhearted too. She feels separated in the physical because she is from her masculine, and it hurts. It hurts. I can feel that energy when I'm reading about it. So now, what is happening in her heart space? 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords here in the theme. Again, 10 of Swords for him with this tower, 10 of Swords here in the theme, and now we got 10 of Swords again in her heart space. She's like, this old way's got to end. This old way has to end. What has to end? Queen of Swords. The shadow of this Queen of Swords who brings the tower down with her cutting, sharp tongue needs to end. And I said, what about that? Death card. It needs to end. It needs to transform. And I said, what does it need to transform into? And we got High Priestess, which is his first card out clarifying what he wants to manifest. And so this is like, be wise in your intuition, feminines. Be wise in your intuition. You are the Empress and the High Priestess. You don't need the shadow of that Queen of Swords anymore, right? That's what creates separation in the physical and in the 5D. And so use your intuition, use that wisdom, and end this cycle of reverting back to the Queen of Swords, which then creates all this pain and heartbreak in your connection. And so now, which is interesting to me, we have 2 princess cards, which are page cards. And so this first page card is the Princess of Cups, and now it's just like just trying to think about like how can we have this small movement, small gesture of love in this connection again, and perhaps even she may even feel a little bit immature about how she came forward, because she does in her heart space know that she wants this 10 of Cups with her masculine. And by the way, the 10 of Cups comes out in his environment. She knows that she wants this emotional bliss, this happy family, and she wants to manifest that in a way that she can in the physical, okay? But she knows that right now she's got to heal this Queen of Swords energy while they're in separation. So now what's happening in his environment as related to his feminine, emotional loss, 5 of Cups energy, okay? And it's a dupe to the clarifiers in the connection. There's a review of the past, okay? There's a review of the past. There's a review of those 3 cups, right, that have been illuminated that are in the past, and it's giving him anxiety. There's anxiety there. And so when this card comes out, this 5 of Cups energy in this deck, it's all about, excuse me, the grief of losing somebody, right? Remember here, he's grieving over this connection. It's the grief of losing someone that you're attached to. And it's about letting go of the past, okay? Can we, 8 of Cups, man, look at this. 8 of Cups, right here. Can we heal Temperance with the 8 of Cups? Can we heal this past? Can we heal this past and find our 2 of Cups? That's the theme right now. And for her with the Empress, it's like, I can't invest yet because I'm trying to heal from the past. This is her working on herself. 8 of Pentacles. I just got that in my ear. The Spirit was yelling at me about it. Was that letting go of the past. We're trying to let go of the past in our environment, and we have anxiety over it. Anxiety over this past. But are we going to be able to move on from it? Are we going to be able to, have this clean slate that this theme is setting here, this rebirth here? This is that clean slate where they're naked, they have no clothes, they're the highest and best forms of themselves. There's the innocence with that child in this card. Okay, are we going to be able to have that clean slate and that innocence? And when this anxiety card comes up, obviously this is about worry and distress. This is about, worry and distress. It's causing him a lot of discomfort. It's like he's like overly thinking of it. It's like a 9 of Swords energy. Well, where do we get the 9 of Swords? In her headspace with the 5 of Pentacles. So again, they're mirroring each other. So I said, what is this loss and anxiety about? Ace of Wands. Because in his heart, he knows he's changed. He wants this Ace of Wands. He's worried he might lose this, okay? In his environment, 10 of Pentacles, he knows he wants her for the long term, right? Remember, that came up 10 of Pentacles for her in her headspace, right? He's worried about that. Are we not going to be able to have this long term? 10 of Cups, it's in her heart. 10 of Cups is, in her heart and now here. And this is like, am I going to have this happy ending with her in this connection, the Hierophant? Because I'm ready to do right by her this time. I'm ready to commit to her this time. And so now for her in her environment, she's got the Shadow card. I think this is the Moon's energy with the Angel of Love. And so when this Shadow card comes out, number 18, yes, it is the Moon. It is the Moon. This is about that nothing in life is a standstill. Things change all the time, just like the moon goes through its cycles. I feel like she works with the moon a lot, okay? And this card is telling her that she's got to take action. The time is now to face her worst fears. The time is now to look at her shadow self, this Queen of Swords energy that like kills the connection when she gets scared, and come into this energy of love. Okay, what is that card? What's this Angel of Love card? And when this card comes up, that she's got to work on her shadows. This is all about having tender connections. This is about being that Queen of Cups that he sees you as, right? Radiating tender, loving vibrations, not the Queen of Swords vibration, right? This is also saying that, a new love or a deeper, more intimate connection with your masculine is there, and it's there for her to take. All right? And so there is this intimate connection that's already there in your life. Just get out of the shadow where you don't see it. So what's happening in her environment as related to her masculine? Well, the first card is she's almost successful at this. I don't feel like she's completely healed, but there is some success around this healing for her. And she wants this movement towards her masculine, okay? But she wants to have it manifested. She doesn't necessarily want to like chase after it, okay? So right now with this manifestation, she's like, do I get on the road and chase after him? Like, not chase, sorry. She brought the Tower down. So does she make a move towards him, or does she just stay in this passive energy? I said, well, what does she decide? Knight of Cups. She's going to move forward, right? With some loving gesture. And then we got the 5 of Pentacles, which is, in this environment today, they are in separation. They are in separation from this union. And what is she trying to do at this time? Ace of Cups, which also came out here in theme. Is she just trying to love herself, forgive herself from what has happened and what has occurred in their connection. Okay, I really hope that that made sense, because there is a great deal of healing that is required at this time for us to come into union in this collective. And you will come into union. I mean, he's already in the ace 2 times, right? He's in the ace 2 times. He's ready for this new and improved beginning. He's looked at himself. He wants to speak the truth. He wants to heal. He's releasing things. The Hanged Man came out reversed 2 times. And we're ready. It's time for this ego death. It's time to let go of our pride and, you know, who's right, who's not right. And it's just time to move forward to this, into this divine connection, into this divine union, because our masculine is the divine masculine and our feminine is the divine feminine. So what is happening in this connection at this time? So right now, what is the energy of the connection? Bottom of the deck is the Justice card. The Justice card. Things are being balanced out around this 5 of Cups energy, which is this past energy of reviewing the past, this past third party energy, this past loss of our connection. Okay, so what is the deal? I pulled 6 cards. There is a lot of healing going on there right now, guys. Okay, first card out. 2 of Pentacles. But if you look at this, the Pentacles are balanced. We're balancing things out now, right? There are too many people involved in the past, too many third parties and karmic. So now there's no more juggling. We've balanced our heads and our hearts around this 3 of Cups energy, which is right around the third party energy. Okay? And what about it? 6 of Swords. We're moving away from it. And that's how we have achieved balance. And so then the next card is we have the King of Pentacles. This is that King of Pentacles. Remember that Tower clarified by the King of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the Star. This is telling me that now we have this stability. This King shows up, and I said, what about it? He's the Emperor now. Our King of Pentacles is the divine masculine. Why? Because the Tower was brought down. And remember, we already have this Tower here. Replay it. I can't pull it out. There's too many cards. Tower, King of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the Star. Okay? King of Pentacles is the Emperor. He knows he's the Emperor. We already identified that. The Tower was brought down by the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? And so now, after this Tower was brought down and we've got this court match, now we have this healing. Temperance card. We already got this somewhere. Temperance. Oh, in his storyline. Now we're healing from this breakdown. Okay? For what? For the 10 of Cups, which is what she wants, which is what he wants. Okay? And so there is this, you know, desire, 6 of Cups energy for reunion. Okay? And so now with the Tower again, we are trying to rebuild and communicate and take action. King of Wands. He will take action. Okay? Take action towards this connection, towards his Queen of Cups. Who's the Queen of Cups? The Star. Remember, the Star came out here with this rebuilding, right? So this is guided to rebuild and rebuild this divine connection into this new beginning on a new journey, right? Free of the past crap. So I said, all right, last thing, just out of the good tarot, please give me some messages, or to like give me some closing messages. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Earth, right? So they're in separation at this time. So what are these messages around this separation at this time? First card out, 10 of Earth. There's this desire to have something very, very abundant. Remember, she's got the financial constraint cards, which is like she's feeling the lack of the connection. He's heartbroken. He's like, did I lose this long-term potential in this feminine? And Spirit's saying, no, you haven't. 10 of Earth. We can still build this. They're saying, Chariot, we're balancing out the light and the dark. Remember, this 2 of Pentacles in the current connection. We've moved away from third parties, and now we're balancing out the light and the shadow aspects of this connection so that our wishes can come true, because our masculine is now the Emperor, because he has transformed himself for this connection, for the new beginning. I mean, this is how they flew out. This is how it flew out. Physical union, sacred union is coming. Is coming. All right, guys, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. If you want to take part in this back to school sale for only those 2 readings, the Twin Flame Extended reading and the Twin Flame Extended reading combo coaching session, email me at queenoflight1111@gmail.com. You can get a description of those 2 services on my website. You can see what the prices are for those 2 services on my website. And should you choose to book, I will send you a link through email for the discounted price. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll probably be back next week. I probably will not be doing another reading this week, but I think this is a beautiful, beautiful place to leave it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the pendulum work that I did here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, you know what? Let's just get the accuracy of these messages for the pendulum. Pendulum, spirit guides, please connect these cards. These messages from you, spirit, on what's happening during this separation and what we are leading to. Is this an accurate theme of long-term movement to our wishes because our masculine has transformed into the divine masculine for a new beginning? Is this accurate? Yes or no? And the answer is yes. This is accurate. Sacred union is coming. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.